Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and Olight has some updates to their Oclip line, including the Oclip Ultra and the Oclip Pro. Now this is one of their new Oclip Ultra looks. This is what they call the rough hewn stars and stripes. I tend to think of things like this as more of a distressed stars and stripes. Great look, kind of reminds me of maybe a Corsair during World War II. But the Oclip Ultra uses the OAL or Olight aluminum, and it is incredibly strong. This is one of their original ones here. The Oclip Ultra uses 3 lenses for a spot, flood, and a UV. The Oclip Pro uses a spot, flood, and a red light. So they are a little bit different, but they all have this clip here. This is rated to 10,000 cycles. If you do the math on that, that's like if you clip it on something and clip it off maybe once a day, you're going to end up getting 13 years worth of cycling on that clip. This is the original Oclip here. It's a single lens. This uses what I think is a polycarbonate TLR lens versus a glass lens on the Oclip Pro and the Oclip Ultras. Incredible durability here, larger battery. These are running about a 580 milliamp battery, which gives significant runtime. In fact, on a low setting, on a moonlight setting like this, you can get 144 hours. And why that's important is I loaned one of these out to a friend who was in a wheelchair. Actually, he was not in a wheelchair. He could use a walker, but he would get up at night, and what he wanted was something that he could easily see, and it would move around with him. So I clipped one of these onto the underside of his walker, and suddenly he had basically a night light that would move around with him, and I just have to charge it every week or so. I mean, 144 hours gives me 8 hours of runtime for 18 days, or I could get 12 hours of runtime for 12 days. Either way, if I stayed on it with at least once a week, he would have some great lighting. Amazing. You could put it on a cap, you can put it on a bed. It's unlimited when you've got that much going on. Plus that battery size and the 500 lumens that can come out of this thing at the flood. That's serious flashlight territory in a small unit. It has a simple interface. You push a button here and it turns it on. You can switch between the different settings. We've got spot, flood, and ultraviolet. The spot and flood, you can easily go to different levels by just holding this down. And at that level, it cycles through the different levels. So you can get the 500 on the high, on the flood. The spot high's 380 lumens, and then you get a 40. That's on this guy here because it has the red. This has a 40 lumen and a 4 lumen, or excuse me, yeah, 4 lumen on the red. You can choose between different red settings. There's red blinking, red steady, and red bright and red dark. So anyway, these are some of my favorites. They are magnetic on the bottom too, so I am getting some magnetic attraction amongst these things, but you know, they are a step up above the little guys. Overall, I love them, absolutely love them. The rating on the Oclip Ultras and Pros is an IPX6 and an IPX5 on the smaller one, so you know, if you drop them in the water, they're going to hold up just fine. Either way, if you don't have one of these, the durability, the simplicity, the versatility just makes these outstanding. And they've got some new colors. Great for the 4th of July. This is the one I'll be using. And with that, Doc out.